Boys and girls, cats and squirrels, today I want to talk about some of my COD Zombies hot takes, because as a Cold War player, I believe that my opinion is vastly different to a majority of the communities. So we're going to talk about what I think Black Ops 6 should have, and, you know, what I think Cold War did good, what I think BO3 did good, etc. All those games. So, if you enjoy, leave a like, sub, and comment down below. It's much appreciated. It makes you a goat. And let's get into some Kino Dirt Toten. Sheesh, I don't have my keybind set up for this, so it's going to be a painful process. Right now, my slide button is C. That's all I gotta say. I'm on the modded BO3 client, as most people. So, can I just freaking... Oh my gosh. Whatever. Let's get into it, though. Because, first off, I just want to say, I think Black Ops 6 is going to be one of the greatest COD games of all time. Maybe not the greatest COD game of all time, but one of the greatest COD games of all time. Like, top 5 at the least. And I think that because the movement system, I think, is going to be an awesome middle ground between exosuits and, like, actual normal movement. But it's not going to be as broken as this BO3 movement where I can just slide, jump, weird crap. Because I think this movement, like, it's cool, but, like, it's also, like, it's such a skill gap that, like, a majority of people just don't have the time to get used to. And so it's, like, cool to see speedrunners being like that, but, like, at the same time, it's not cool for the average player because it's hard for them to get used to. And I think that's going to help both multiplayer and zombies just succeed massively. And then I think that a lot of passion is getting put into this game more than Cold War for sure. So, yeah, I think that's going to lead to a good product. And overall, I think Black Ops 6 will hit it out of the park. Second off, one of the biggest parts in COD Zombies right now, in, like, both the hardcore and normal player base, really is, like, what about the stinking loading system? You know? A lot of people love it, a lot of people hate it. I personally think it's good, because I believe that the loading system, anybody that doesn't believe it's good just is complaining for no reason. Because I believe if you can, in fact, just use a starting pistol on your own, why are you complaining? You can choose to do that, or you can choose not to. So I think it's fine. And that's what has always pissed me off about, like, the stinking whole, I don't like the loading system. I'm like, why? Why, though? Because you like the starting pistol being, like, cool. Oh, Thunder Gun. Whoa! You like the starting pistol. It's cool. Everyone likes it when it's upgraded. But, like, at the same time, the power curve and whatnot, it doesn't work in the later games like it quite does in Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 3 even. And I also think it's really weird because everyone's like, oh, the power curve, this, that, and the other. As if wall weapons were ever actually really important. They've never been important. Don't even with me, okay? Like, come on. Like, it's, like, good for some people to use for, like, high rounds. Sometimes it's good for that. I can give you that. But, like, at the same time, that's just, like, the Cold War buying system. I think that a lot of people are just concerned that the loading system ruins the, like, identity of COD Zombies, I guess. I don't think it does. Another thing I want to touch on, I believe that the Easter eggs should be guided, just like how they are in Cold War. That doesn't mean they need to be easy, but I think they should be guided. So, like, I think a lot of people had issue with the difficulty level of Black Ops Cold War, and I can agree that like most of the time it was quite easy. I'm not going to sit here and deny that. I would look like an idiot because it's wrong. And that's about that. Nothing else to be said on that front. But on the front of the actual, like, solvability, like, Cold War did a really good job to make it solvable, actually, on their own. It's not like it's impossible to do. Whereas, like, if I load into a Black Ops 3 game right now, I personally have never completed an Easter egg on Black Ops 3. I would have to go to YouTubers in order to actually do the Easter egg. I would have zero chance of ever doing it without their help. And I don't appreciate that as a solo player. Like, I've been doing the Black Ops 4 Easter eggs for a little while here, and I find they're really fun. But they're really annoying and tedious and long-winded, and you just have to do so much to, like, get them done, to the point where, yeah, literally nobody figured it out on their own, or figured it out for, like, weeks, months on end type stuff. Like, with Revelations. It took, like, so long to finish that Easter egg. And I'm not saying that it's necessarily a bad thing, but with the way the COD Zombies community is right now, I don't think it's a good thing. Another thing I want to say is that I like field upgrades. I think they're good. I think they're basically just specialists, except better and useful, actually. Like, as you can see here, I have a specialist. Is that not the same thing as field upgrades? I think a lot of people took issue with field upgrades for no real reason. Just because they actually were good. And you just spawned in with them. I mean, I guess, arguably, you could just make field upgrades something like you have to build in the map, or you have to, like, buy at some point in time during the map. I wouldn't mind that. I don't think that's a bad alternative, but I think everyone's saying that in general they're bad. I think they're wrong. I think generally speaking, they're a good addition to the game and should stay around, and I believe they probably are staying around, although Ring of Fire will probably never be to the glory it was back in Cold War, I can tell you that much. I wanted to say as well, busted weapons like the Thunder Gun need to exist, right? Wonder weapons, they have to exist for COD Zombies to, like, succeed, right? But they gotta have an identity with the game, and, like, they have to feel like they fit. I don't think this is necessarily a hot take per se, but, like, I just wanted to agree with everyone on this one, I think. More so, like, we really need an identity with this next COD game. Like, BO2 was the hardcore game, Cold War was the, like, friendly game. You know, BO3, it felt like it hit a mix of everything really well. I'm gonna be honest. I thought it did. Like, objectively, looking back at it, I've never, like, really done much on this game. To be completely honest, because I am a noob. Oh my gosh, Scolio. Oh, Savannah. But, arguably, there's a reason why this is still, like, the best-selling COD game of all time, I think. Maybe not actually, but it should be. There's a reason why it should be. Why do I have Deadshot Daiquiri, bro? Ugh. I might as well yoink Jug then before it's too late. But the identity of the game, I think, is a lot more important. And I think that's what gets established through the stinking, like, select cast. And I don't think it's that the set cast is necessarily, like, uber important as much as, like, it establishes the identity of a map. You know, I also want to say that The BO3 movement system is not the greatest movement system. I genuinely, I've touched on this already. We need Omni movement to be somewhere between Cold War movement and BO3 movement, in my opinion. I think it should be a change of pace, so that's not just the same, but it also needs to be like unique enough to the point where people feel refreshed, you know, and it doesn't just feel like Black Ops Cold War or Black Ops 3. People always say they want the, you know, Black Ops 3 movement back, but I think that's a bad idea. For some reason, I feel like people would complain if it came back. I don't know. But then again, maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just weird. And that's okay. You may only carry 4 perks. Another thing, perk limit is stupid. That just popped up with that in my brain. Perk limit is dumb, bro. It's just not good in this game. Like, literally, part of the reason why people enjoy Black Ops 3 so much is because you can get a perkaholic on your first hit of the freaking gobblegum system, and you're just set for the game. You have every single perk. Like, why is it bad that you can just buy it and it scales prices? Like, maybe you could change the perk prices back to what they were. That would be fine by me. I don't care that much. But people need to recognize in the COD Zombies community that the hardcore people that are us on YouTube stating our opinions, we really are not the people COD is trying to target as much as the new people to get into this hardcore group and then inevitably let them down. But whatever. They just want more people to play their game, essentially, you know? So I think they've been doing a good job of it recently, and I don't think it should be frowned upon with how good stinking Kevin Drew's been doing recently. He's truly been doing good. So, with that, guys, Kino der Toten, Black Ops 1, the greatest map of all time. I'm just gonna chill. And then I gotta get this uploaded, because I don't got all day, man. But if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, sub, and comment down below. What are your opinions on what we've seen of Black Ops 6? Do we need more mimics, manglers type of stuff, new bosses? Is boss spam bad, etc.? You know, let me know your opinions on some of the stuff I've talked about in this game. Not, well, I guess in this game. And about Black Ops 6 and about past COD games, you know? Leave me a comment. Say what's up. I'll see y'all on the next one. Deuces.